Going on hike number 4. This time we're going to the Volkswagen Enterprise Park, which is a pretty big area next to the Volkswagen plant in Chattanooga. So this is about as close as you can get. It's only 20 minutes from our house, about 15 miles, and so it's pretty much almost a semi-urban type path. And yeah, we're going to be hitting a 4.2 mile and a 300 and something or 400 and something feet elevation gain. So this is a relatively easy path, he said. Just starting on the trail. It's kind of cute they put these mile markers along the trail, but in contrast to the AT where you've hit 1,000 miles or whatever, here you got every quarter mile a mile marker. We've had a mix on the trail of different surfaces to walk on. There's one point where it's just all pine needles, like walking on a carpet. Some places we've had dirt, loamy dirt, and here we have decomposed granite. For the most part, we haven't really had to do any rock scrambles, and there's not that many roots, he says, as he comes upon a section with roots. But yeah, it's been pretty easy. You almost don't have to watch your foot or where you're placing your feet very much, like you do on many trails. So you can actually spend more time not thinking about making sure you don't trip or fall. It's quite nice, but in a way I miss a bit of the challenge of some of the other trails. I don't know if it could pick up the elevation, but it's been pretty much like this for most of the trail. When I'm climbing up, looks about a 10-degree ascent, which is pretty easy compared to the hikes we've been doing lately. So yeah, but luckily I think it's enough to kind of push me a little bit cardiovascular wise, but not that much that would take away from this being called an easy trail, he said as he was out of breath. Lila pointed out that a couple times when I'm videoing, I talk about me in the third person. And I thought about it and go, yes, he does. I think Lila's not having as much of an energetic day. She keeps lagging way back, so I have to keep slowing down or stopping to have her catch up. Her directional ability is not very good. And there are a few places where you could turn off and go down the wrong path. And I'm the only one with the All Trails app. So what's just funny is Speedy, aka Andrea, often runs ahead. You know, she does have the small day pack. That's my excuse. But she also doesn't know where trails go. And so the last few times we've hiked, there's been a couple of times where she's gone off and went a ways down a wrong path. Anyways, Lila is back there somewhere, so I have to wait for her. I don't even see her. Yeah. So the cicadas are kind of interesting. When we first moved to Tennessee, I had no idea what they were. We moved into a house here that was down by a creek, and come spring, it was just a god-awful amount of noise at night. I had no idea what it was. Of course, I learned. Now I know they're cicadas. Kind of cool. And you can hear them in the forest all around me now. The volume comes and goes, but they're here. There's to point out that one of the other goals of doing these shakedown hikes, this being hike number 4, is to test out our gear. The primary goal was to see if we can do this, get in shape, etc. But then also to make sure our gear was what we wanted. We haven't tested out the overnight stuff yet. We're carrying it, but we're not testing it. But we're learning more about the hydration and that kind of stuff. The other goal was to work on video skills, vlogging. If I'm gonna vlog the AT, well, I don't want to go there without ever having done it. How to edit it on my phone, which frankly seems a bit scary because I do everything on the computer. I have a bazillion years of video editing experience, but that was a long time ago. I haven't done it many years, so we'll see how that goes. But also just the act of using a smartphone as a video recorder. I've debated using other devices. I have a couple of sport cameras, other types of cameras, but want to keep everything simple. So I think my thinking right now is everything happens on the smartphone, and that's all I use for video. This may be the only one, I think it is, one bunker that they leave open. Probably just so people can kind of check out what the inside of the bunkers look like. We'll see if we have any, if we can see much inside. Echo! Wow, the sound in here is amazing. It just keeps echoing. I almost can't hear you because it just keeps echoing over your voice. What'd you say?
Is that for ventilation?
Yeah, there's a vent things on top of the ground. Wow, it's cool.
That sounds like a gun.
I maybe two. I just think this is cool. Yeah, keep doing that.